Hello everyone, Pro Creeper here, and I decided I'm going to do a top 10. I have no idea what this will be about. I'm not too sure myself. What games? Not what games. What can we talk about really? I mean, I don't know, because I mentioned games, we'll do my top 10 version. Well, let me repeat that. Welcome to my first top 10 list of games, I guess. Yes, I'm very freaking excited, I guess. Nonetheless, let's get started. I will put footage in during the videos, so yeah. And the first game I like is, starting from number 10, Garry's Mod. I mean, you all probably saw this one coming. I like Garry's Mod. You can't go wrong with it. I mean, it's basically a sandbox game. You kind of have a bit of freedom. Of course, you start the invisible walls everywhere. I mean, yeah. I mean, you could say, well, this is a huge problem. Well, but I still like it. I mean, you can play multiplayer. You can basically pretend you're in the zombie apocalypse, or whatever. You can download add-ons from the workshop. I mean, this is on Steam. I mean, you can't go wrong with this game. I mean, for the price, I actually do recommend it. The reviews, I personally don't recommend listening to those reviews. I mean, why? They're just useless, really. Right. Number 9, Killing Floor. Now, Killing Floor is a great game. It's a bit like Garry's Mod, less sandbox and freedom, more zombies and that. And this is pretty straightforward. You're just basically surviving whole lots of waves, buying guns that you get from killing. Well, they aren't specifically zombies and mutants. From, I don't know. You guys have to find out the story. I think it was like some sort of virus or whatever. They didn't really put any story in there. Just sent me in already, right? But the game's great. I mean, you can't go wrong with this game. I mean, you can download add-ons, but for single player, really, you can go multiplayer as well. And you do get perks, like you can be medics, like they're better with healing people that are better with shotguns, grenades. You get the idea. Flamethrowers. Yeah, you get the point. I'm not too sure how much this game is, especially in other countries, because, you know, British. And yeah, as I said, you can't go wrong with that game. And yeah, right. So number 8, I'm going for Sid Meier. I don't know how you can say it. Sid Meier Civilization 5. Let's just call it that. Civilization 5. This game was actually gifted to me, and with 2 DLCs. They were both at the same time. One was with the game, then the other one was like months later when it was much more cheaper. But this game, it's basically like this. Imagine if you could go back to like when dinosaurs roamed, but there's no dinosaurs, of course, no meteors, whatever, no natural disasters. But just imagine if you could go all the way back from the start, before any civilization was around, and you could restart that. Start your own civilization, having to go against wars, building armies, building wonders, pyramids, a great lighthouse. I mean, this is a game with great graphics, and I'm not judging these games because of graphics. I mean, sure, some of these have great graphics, but some of these I like because of the gameplay as well. That's what I like about them. But not Civilization has great games. I mean, no, Civilization 5 is a great game as well. You can't, you're just basically restarting civilizations. So you're basically going from a small camp, maybe, to a village, to a town, basically to a giant city, and then you expand your cities by making more with sellers. Again, you can't go wrong with this game. It's pretty self-explanatory once you understand it. Yeah, and that's pretty good. Number 7 on my list, Plants vs Zombies, Game of the Year edition, if you have that. Now, personally, when I got this game, I was scared as hell to it. I mean, this was years ago. Now, don't judge me because, seriously, I'm like a hypersensitive person. I get scared, like, over the slightest tap, maybe. And I would probably run from out of my room now. Don't judge me. But yeah, this game, again, is also pretty self-explanatory. It's literally in the title. It's plants versus zombies. You're the plants, defeat the zombies. Does that sound good to you? Good, because that's pretty what it is. You just putting these plants down, get some weird son of like ammunition or whatever, and you put more plants down to fire the things like people. I don't understand. It's just a cartoon game. You guys should really play it. It's great in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, seriously, you can't. I just don't think you can go wrong with that game. Number 6 on my list. Yeah, number 6. Alien Swarm. Now I understand this game is not actually played by many people nowadays, but back in the day when it came out, I mean, everyone was bombarded with it. I'm pretty sure it's because that TF2 hat with that TF2 Alien Swarm Parasite hat. You can only get the hat by playing 2 missions. Yeah, I've not played it much, only 7 hours. I mean, but I mean, I like this game. Maybe because that's the Lambda Wars mod. No, I mean, when I decided to get this game again, I was like, I've not played this in years. I mean, I played this game years ago. You can't imagine what I was like when I first played it again. But the pain I had to go through to level up, it was worth it. Yeah, it's also a Lambda Wars mod. That's not going to be included in this list because that's a mod, not a game. Right. Number 5, Team Fortress 2. Personally, I don't like this game as much as the community says it is. I mean, I don't want to know where to begin with it. I have written a review saying don't recommend it. I'm gonna be honest, I do recommend it. I put my reasons why I didn't think it was you shouldn't buy it, but there are some good positives to this. And I know you're saying, but this code in free to play now. What's the point of playing? Shut up. There are good free to play players out there. I've seen them. You can't tell me they're not good. I mean, besides the fact, I mean, there's an endless amount of hats and crates. I also don't recommend you buy the keys because that's a bad idea. Yeah. You get a whole array of weapons to use from and hats. Sadly, you can't buy the game. You can pay for premium, so you get a chance to get better hats and that. But really, everyone's just gonna hate you. And although it's in this list, I still don't personally recommend it. And don't wear gibbous. No offense, but everyone's gonna hate you for it. Okay. Number 4, Left 4 Dead 2. To the sequel, Left 4 Dead 1. I actually first originally played Left 4 Dead on the Xbox, and this was possibly years ago. And I mean, I have many nostalgic memories from it. But I love this game. I mean, no, it's not just because of the workshop. I mean, the workshop doesn't really matter to me. I mean, they're just reskins of weapons. That's pretty cool, I guess. Also, the fact that there's Left 4 Dead 3 in development, which that's cool as well. I mean, who wouldn't want a Left 4 Dead 3 in development? But you know, I mean, not like that, but you get to play some bonus maps like the Sacrifice. I'm not gonna spoil it. But you play Left 4 Dead. You can play Left 4 Dead 1 maps as well, and yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Yes, I seriously would recommend this. I mean, I've got practically 2 days worth of hours in this game. I don't play that often, but it's great. Number 3, I'm gonna put the Half-Life series in this. I'm not gonna put just Half-Life 2, Episode 1, Episode 2, the Half-Life series. That includes Half-Life, Opposing Force, Blue Shift. I'm pretty sure Opposing Force isn't counted in this. Episode 1, Episode 2, you name it. I don't understand why you couldn't like this series. I mean, this series is basically set when the world has been taken over by the Combine. If you played Half-Life 1, you already know the story. I'm not going to explain the story because I'm limited on time on this, and because I can't make 15-minute videos. We'll just get straight to the point. You are Gordon Freeman. You gotta save the world. Go do it. Because you can't save the world, you have to save one country. Whatever. Go play it. I mean, if you haven't played it, yeah, do it. I don't care when, where, how, why. I don't care. Play it at some point. And if you say you don't like it, well, I don't understand what you do with your life, but you know, that's your opinion. I'm not gonna judge you by that. Number 3, Counter-Strike Source. I'm not gonna say Global Offensive in this because, oh my god, Global Offensive is the bane of Counter-Strike Source. I feel sorry for the person that gifted me that game. But Counter-Strike Source, it's better. I mean, the graphics aren't as great as Global Offensive. Again, not judging by graphics, gameplay wise and that, but the graphics aren't great. But you know, it's better than what Global Offensive would give in gameplay wise, where like the pistols, no gun, all the guns are inaccurate. The guns here are accurate as hell. I mean, it's kind of, you're just basically defusing bombs and rescuing terrorists and that. If you want to, you can play some zombie mods, whatever. I know I've done that a few times with people. Yeah. Number 2. Oh boy, I honestly don't know what to choose for this one. XCOM, Enemy Unknown or Within. I've seen Enemy Within. It's no different to Enemy Unknown in my opinion. You've just got more enemies, more upgrades and that, and more. Yeah, you get the idea. This is a turn-based game about basically the aliens invading Earth, and you've got to defend it. And this is actually a pretty hard game. It took me months to complete this game, like maybe 3 months, because this game is actually that hard. I'm not kidding. I mean, I can't explain it. It's basically turn-based gameplay where you just do some attacks, move, then like end your turn, the aliens start shooting, they end their turn. You know, you get the idea at that point. Right. Okay, guys, ready for this? Ready? Yeah, you ready for this? Yeah, you're ready? Yeah, you're all ready for this. My number 1 game of this list is the Portal series. Now, don't get me wrong, you'd think of Garry's Mod would be number 1. Now, this is a top 10 list. There's no ranking order which one's better than the other. But I mean, this is just like what games are great, are top 10 in my opinion. Not like it's like number 1 the best out of all of them, or number 10 just not great, but it's great. Portal series, this game Portal, the story is a bit long, dull, boring. Yes, it is very boring. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Not Valve. This game is very long in story wise, and it actually takes quite a while. It's actually very quiet. You might need some music for this game, people, because the music isn't that great. Portal 2, it's obviously, as you would know, the sequel of Portal, and there's a workshop in it. I don't know why I want to mention that, but you know, never go wrong there. There's DLC for this. What? Never over there. But yeah. I mean, Portal 2 is amazing. The story's much more it's more split up in that. Again, you definitely would never go wrong with this. Yeah, and you know what? It's a great game. I don't understand what you couldn't like it, but again, your opinions. And that's it. That is my top 10 games of Steam. Now, I didn't mention at the start that it's going to be on Steam, but you know, I don't own all the games in the world. Sorry. But yeah, hopefully we'll make one probably YouTubers and that, but that'll probably get hate attention from that. I'll see you guys next time.